Hey guys, Fox here. I know it's been quite a while, but I've been quite busy lately. I myself had a quick bout with COVID, and then I got super busy with work. And then I started rearranging my basement because I decided to move my game room into a bigger area. But that requires a little bit of construction. I'll show you real briefly here. So I started putting up a wall. You guys will see all of that later when I'm all done, and I'll do a nice game room tour. So been really busy, but I got a couple videos planned, including this one. So hopefully I will find some time to squeeze it in while I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which I'm highly enjoying. So tonight I'm having a nice cup of blueberry green tea, so if I take some breaks to sip on it, please don't pay me any mind. But let's go ahead and get started with some of the retro stuff that I picked up. One of the places I went to this past month of July was the Colorado Classic Gamer Swap Meet. I'm a member of those guys, and this is the first actual video game swap meet that I went to, and found quite a few good things there. First up was a box for Streets of Rage 2 on the Game Gear. It also has the manual. This was really great. Guy only wanted a few bucks for it because he said the box was damaged. And he was right, the UPC was cut out of the bottom, but I don't care. This is really cool to have, especially at a great price. One of the deals I made for a Sega Saturn game, which I'll show you shortly, the guy went ahead as part of the deal, threw in a complete in-box Game Gear game that I actually did not have, period, in my collection, and that's Scratch Golf. I enjoy me some golf games, and I will try any one, so looking forward to giving this one a try. I'll probably pop it in the analog pocket and play a few rounds. That's complete in box. So the Saturn game that I made a deal on with that guy was for Clockwork Night. Actually a pretty good and fun platformer. I think it holds up fairly well today. Surprisingly, I do not own either of the Clockwork Night games, but super happy to finally get a copy for a pretty good price. I like the swap meets because people bring stuff they want to sell, so that means they're willing to make some deals on it. What's nice is this actually came with a foam insert. I rarely see that. The case is a little roughed at the bottom. It doesn't really hold on very well, and that's because the top part is a little broken up here. No, it's not the top. Here it is, right here on the spine. So, but I'm happy. It's complete. Case is a little beat up, but it's not too bad. Another game I found for about $15 at the swap meet is a copy of Virtual Cop, and this is the full one. I think a lot of times you can find like the pack-end version, which just comes in like a little slipcase, but this is awesome. I remember playing this quite a bit. Now I just need to find one of the gun cons or the light guns for the Saturn, so I can give this a shot, or sorry, the stunner. Give this a shot and maybe pick up another couple of light gun games for the Saturn to play. Also, at that swap meet, I finally found a copy of Paper Mario. Loose, slightly dirty, but the label's in mostly good condition. There's a little bit of residue over here, but I think it's okay. Been looking for this one for a while because I just really didn't want to pay any more than $50 for a copy, and I found one for $45. So super happy to have Paper Mario. I may actually play my 64 sooner than later just to play that. Another one that surprisingly I didn't have and found for $15 was Donkey Kong 64. I hear a lot of people who like this one, so this will be my my first yellow cartridge. I don't know if it's the only yellow cartridge in the 64 library. I don't know. Not the biggest 64 guy. I'm gonna take a sip of tea here. All right. And let's see here, how many more things I have from the swap meet. It's like 2 more. First up is the classic series version of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, complete in box. I was really happy to have this because for my original Nintendo Zelda 1, I have the classic series version in box. So I think it's super cool to have this version as well in the classic series. Very happy. I'm probably going to say that a lot. And up next is one that I was really happy to find. The box was a little beat up, but not too bad, but it's something I missed out on. And that is Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, the 30th years. I guess it's the 30th anniversary of this game, the original Fire Emblem that was released on the Famicom. So we got a remake of this here in the States on the DS for Shadow Dragon. But I really love these Switch special editions. They all match, but they have some cool stuff in them. This is just the outer box. I'll show you the contents in it in case you are curious of what came in it. It came with a NES style box for the first Fire Emblem. Show you the back here, which I think is really neat. It would have been super neat if they actually put this game on an NES cartridge, but they give you some nice collectibles. So I'll go ahead and open this up and show you what you get on the inside. Some of you may already know. So you get unfortunately you get a download code for the game, which I already own it, so that's okay. And it's not used, so that's cool. You get a manual in full color. Really nice. And let's see here, you get a map. I actually haven't taken the time to actually look through this. That's a pretty good video game map. Look good in the cartography corner. And then you get some unit stats on the back. And lastly, this is pretty cool. You get a mock-up of a North American NES cartridge. So it comes with the little Nintendo sleeve, which is nice, and a glass Fire Emblem cartridge. It's a cool display piece. It's kind of neat. It's just a sticker on the back there. But yeah, it's a good display piece. That's pretty much the gist of that. I'll put all that away later. And lastly, two more things in here. Comes up with a Nintendo Power style poster. Counselor's Corner. Look, there's Nestor. That's kind of cool. And then this is just a Spanish translation on that side. That's kind of neat. It's like, here's a tiny mini Nintendo Power. And lastly, it comes with a big hardbound art book. This is sealed. I'll probably crack it open later. But it's got a pretty nice cover. Nothing on the back. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I got something from, let me take a sip of tea again. Buddy Alex, Return to Mother Base, as you guys might remember him as, was trying to create a little shelf space in his apartment and was going to sell off a couple of his special editions. And he had one special edition that I was very interested in. And that is Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. So he gave it to me for a very good deal. Very happy about that. It's cheaper than the going rate, that's for sure. And for those, I don't know if they're still available, but they are making a PS5 version of this. But I was happy to have this because I already have the PS4 version of this game, along with the Switch version, I think. He was very nice to include that. And he sent a couple little knickknacks to go along with it. He sent a Left Alive. This is a promo disc for Square Enix. It's a PAL game. He says it's nothing special, but I may pop it in just to give it a go, just to see what it's about. And he also found, because he knows of my love for retro stuff, we got a Sega Genesis poster with Sonic in it. So open it up here. And the main poster, if I remember right, yep, is Toe Jam and Earl. Do my best here. And then, of course, on the other side, it's got just the advertisements for like Game Gear and a bunch of Genesis games and stuff like that. So, really cool there. And let's open up the special edition real quick. I'm sure a lot of you have seen what's in this. It comes with a really pretty cloth poster of, you know, the main cover of Ys 8. It also comes with some stuff out. I'm not going to fold out the cloth poster because it's actually rather large. I don't feel like folding it back up again. I may put it on the wall actually because I really do like it. It comes with some bookends with Adol on one side and Donna on the other. Actually, these may get some use from me. We'll see. Comes with a little art book. Let's see here. What do we got? We got some Adol there, some Donna there. So, pretty typical Falcom style art book. Also came with a hardbound book. This is more of like some stories or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Let me show you here. So it's got this faux leather cover and binding. And then it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. I'll have to look through this. I like that map though. That's pretty killer. And just, I think it's just stuff about the island and stuff like that. It's like a journal. And one of the biggest reasons I wanted this special edition is because it comes with one of the best looking steel books I have ever seen. This is just amazing art to me. I absolutely love it. It's definitely gonna go on the steelbook wall. And here it is. It has the title at the top, which is great. Simple background, but that art is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. The colors, they totally vibe with me. It's so cool. And another great thing is we got the title on the spine and Ys 8 on the back. So really awesome. So happy to have that. And it also has a soundtrack CD, which this will probably get loaded into my iTunes or whatever. So there we have it for that. All right, time to speed things up a little bit because this video is already getting long. All right, Switch games. Of course, what I already previously mentioned, we got Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I did order and get the special edition from Nintendo, but they're sending them in 2 batches, so we'll have to wait for the actual special edition contents. I picked up the Capcom Fighting Collection. This looks awesome because one of my favorite fighting game series is Darkstalkers, and they have a lot of them. So I will probably play this, be real bad at it. It also has, looks like Puzzle Fighter, Gem Fighter and Puzzle Fighter. Sweet! So this is a really sweet collection, especially if you like the old fighting games. But this is it's a budget title, and I highly suggest it. Fantastic. Picked up a copy of Live Alive or Live Alive, however you want to pronounce it. Really looking forward to playing this, but it's going to have to wait until I finish Xenoblade because one RPG at a time rule for here at the Fox House. So, but I'm really looking forward to this. And I hear most people like it. I'm sure it doesn't appeal to all though. But looking forward to giving it a go. I picked this up super cheap on clearance from Best Buy. I think I paid $11 for it. But it's Bakugan Champions of Vistoria. Main reason I picked this up was not because of interest in Bakugan, but interest in the developer, which may give me interest in Bakugan. And of course, that is WayForward. So, another title to add into the WayForward collection. This is a cool one. I've been waiting for this one for a while. I don't know if you guys recognize this box, but with this big dog on the cover, I thought that was a pretty neat box. But what is this? Strictly limited games? Or is this, I forgot, fragile. We'll find out when we open it. But it is Special Reserve, sorry, SRG. That makes sense. It is Demon Throttle. I saw this, what was this? Was that some kind of, like an E3 thing? Did I order this almost a year ago? Very well could have. Anyways, it's kind of a twin stick running gun, if I remember correctly. But it looked a lot of fun when they were doing the trailer, so I went ahead and ordered it. It wasn't very expensive. So thought that would be fun to have in the Switch collection, something quick to play. And in the box, it also came with a bunch of like stickers for the game. Got some more here. And some random ones here. I like the Serious Sam bomb though, that's pretty cool. And inside the book, it just says woof, 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 woof. All right. Something I've been looking for a long time and found it on eBay for super cheap. Of course, I forgot to rip it open before starting the video, so you guys can listen to me rip into it. I've actually been looking for this for like 10 years. Finally found a copy. I need to get some sticker residue off of it. But it's a PAL copy of BioShock. The special thing about PAL copies of BioShock is they got a steelbook. So very happy for the steelbook collection because now BioShock can be there. So I don't know what it is with BioShock and not giving steelbooks to North America and only PAL regions. But whatever. So I finally got a copy. This is a German version. And it is complete with the manual and the disc. Very happy to add to the BioShock collection. Up next is a 3DS game, brand new 3DS game. You've probably already seen this in a bunch of other people's collections, but I waited so long to film this video. And it's Fragrance Story. Lot by Squire Games, and I ordered it straight from Squire Games' website. And it comes with the soundtrack and all that. Very reminiscent of a lot of the simple special editions or first release editions of 3DS RPGs. I like the pencil work in the background here. But this is a strategy RPG. Always up for a good strategy RPG. So I will, let's focus. I will love to give this a try and dust off the 3DS. Picked up another 3DS game, and this was kind of for my son, but also because I think this game is kind of becoming a little bit on the rare side. But it's Gravity Falls, Legend of the Gnome Gnomelets. My son really likes Gravity Falls, and I kind of like Gravity Falls too, so this is one of the few games, if not the only game for Gravity Falls that I know about, so happy to grab this. Finally picked up a copy of Nier Replicant. I picked it up on sale, I think Best Buy. It was under 20 bucks, so really, one of these days I will get into playing this and Automata. Yeah, I know, I haven't played it yet, sorry. I'll get around to it, I think. And big thing at Best Buy was they had a crap ton of Steelbooks on clearance. I mean, a bunch of them, a couple bucks a piece. So I just picked them all up. So first up we have Resident Evil Village. And I do plan on playing this. This Resident Evil has some interest for me. We picked up Doom Eternal. It's a pretty cool case. And Borderlands 3. This one was really cheap. I think I paid $1. It's kind of a cool cover though. We have Darksiders 3. And we got one more. And I'm really happy to get this one. This one costed a few extra dollars, but it's one of those special, there's an artist who designed some of these steelbooks, and I forgot his name or what they call him. But this is a Yakuza, like a dragon. Different one, because you know there's the Daiichi version, which you get a steelbook. But this is like a special pre-order bonus one. Pretty awesome. One of the best RPGs ever, guys. All right, time for the gaming related, but not games. So I found out that there is these card packs in Japan called Sega Freaks. I'm not sure why they call it that, but it's just a bunch of collector cards involving characters from Sega games. And the big thing that brought me into it was seeing this right here is a hollow foil Dragon Force card. I was like, oh my goodness, I need that, because there just really isn't any Dragon Force collectibles. There just isn't until I saw this. So very, very excited to have this. So apparently card number 154, there's Dragon Force, and some babble in Japanese that I just can't read. But it also had some character cards. I didn't get them all because some of these are expensive to find, or just plain hard to find. But we got one of Tiris here. Or as they say in Japan, Tillis. We got one of Reinhardt, or Reina, Reinhardt in Japanese. One of my favorite generals to use, McCall or Mikazuki. Funny thing is they sent me 2 of those, so I have an extra McCall, which is awesome. And they also sent me just some bonus cards. One which is great to have because I just picked up the game for it is Clockwork Night. And this one is, I'm not sure what this is. Obviously some war game. Walter Model, Advanced World War. I don't know if this is maybe Iron Storm that was translated over to us. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to say because it looks like they got year dates here, so this might be a different game. I don't know where. But anyway, super happy and excited to find that those actually exist. So in the future, there'll probably be more of those Sega Freak cards coming my way. All right, this video is almost 25 minutes. Let's get going. I got a patch for a Big Daddy here. This is pretty cool because this was actually an Irrational Games 2K item made for Loot Crate. So those official items like that, I definitely want to add to the collection, which includes this mini Big Daddy little vinyl figure. And this was also an Irrational. I don't know if this was Loot Crate or not, but it says the Cube. That might be the company who made it, but I think it was a Loot Crate item. Is Loot Crate even around anymore? When I ordered all those steelbooks from Best Buy, they also had this for like literally change, and it must have been some kind of pre-order bonus. But it's a Bravely Default 2 placemat and coasters. So it's got like 4 coasters in there and artwork for a placemat. Strange, but whatever. And let's see here, we have something from Fangamer. Fangamer started their own line of enamel pens for collectors, and I'm a sucker for enamel pens. So I ordered a couple of them, not all of them because they get to be pricey, but a couple of really important games to me and what they created. We have, and they call it Pinverse. This is for Stardew Valley, and you got some Juminos and the little inventory button. I like the way they put these together. I mean, people really think about the way they package their enamel pens nowadays, especially like Pinbox or even the what are those called? The big time enamel pins they make all the time. It's escaping me. I have a bunch of them. Oh well. Yeah, so Fangamer is what's doing these, and I picked one up for Bloodborne. When you got the Hunter and the little flaming skull, I forgot what that's called. You got the official PlayStation logo, and of course their sticker. Oh, Madman's Knowledge, that's right. So I like having those. I'm gonna get a lot more pins on display. From Nintendo's online store, while I was screwing around trying to order the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's Edition, that was quite the fiasco trying to do that. I did pick up the Switch Super Nintendo controller. I enjoy actually playing the Super Nintendo games on the Switch, so why not pick up the controller to match it? I also picked up the Hori Split Pad Pro. I think this might be a really cool and comfortable way to play it on the Switch OLED, so I went ahead and grabbed these. I'll give them a shot, and hopefully if I remember, next video I'll tell you what I think of them. Picked up something I didn't know existed. Found it on eBay for actually fairly cheap. But a Game Boy comic book from Valiant. I didn't know these were a thing, and I think there's an NES one or just regular Nintendo. But it's really cool. It's like talking about Mario Land. Very cool. That's kind of a fun cover. On the back, you got an ad for Quark. It's actually a pretty fun game. And then on the inside, of course, you got ads. Look, Puss in Boots. That's an expensive game. I think it's just kind of a small comic story as a giant ad for the Game Boy. So it goes through and just tells a story about the adventures, and it mixes in different characters and mixing reality with what kind of games you can play and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Oh, and you got some covers for Captain N, Super Mario Brothers. Oh, so these are their comics. That's what it is. See, comic system. Super Mario Brothers comic system. So very cool. Yeah, just a big ad. Look, you can subscribe to Nintendo Power through it. Really cool. I didn't know that existed, so that's fun. All right, guys, finally, last thing, 30 minutes in, and I got another Bitmap book, one that I've been eyeballing for a while. Decided to go ahead and pull the trigger, and that's for the Game Boy, the box art collection, and this beautiful hardbound book. What I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the camera here a little bit, and we'll take a look here. So it just goes through different artwork in the box, a little synopsis of the games, but this also includes a lot of Japanese games. Has some F1 games. There's Animaniacs, and it's all in alphabetical order, but it talks about so many of them. It's great. There's Battletoads and Battletoads in Ragnar's World. I actually need that one for my collection. Bionic Commando. Try to find some more American games here. Oh, there we go. DuckTales and Aladdin. But I think it's really cool. We got the Donkey Kong Lands. Really awesome book. Great coffee table book. So, anyways, guys, thanks for sticking around for this really, really long pickups video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.